Hello everyone and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. In the last episode, things started looking better for us, as you can tell from the dramatic music playing. At least, I feel like we've poked enough holes in Angel Star's testimony that I don't know why she's being taken seriously as a witness at this point. But she is, so we just, just gotta keep working with what she's given us, because she's definitely digging her own grave, like, more and more as we go. So right now we're at the point where she couldn't have seen Lana use the phone on the wall if she had been in B block. So is the argument gonna be, I assumed it was gonna be that she wasn't in B block. What?
Order, what is the meaning of this?
It's simple, Your Honor. She's not coughing up lunch, she's coughing up lies. Oh, Phoenix, that was terrible.
That's quite a claim, Mr. Wright. Perhaps you will allow me a question. Tell us exactly what lie this witness has told the court.
Like, dozens. Here's where the counterattack begins. I can't afford to get this wrong. The witness lied about... not what she saw. Where she saw it. I'm pretty sure. The order of events, I don't think there are any contradictions there. I'm pretty sure where she saw it. Miss Sky tried to use the emergency phone, but it was out of order. What is significant about this fact? Nothing. Therefore, it would be pointless for Miss Star to lie about it. Yep.
Pointless to lie? I see.
Let's say the witness did actually see Miss Sky using the emergency phone. It would mean Miss Star witnessed the crime from a different location. Oh, she's sweating.
A different location. Now that's a pointless lie if I ever heard one.
No, it's not. Before you call my lie pointless, at least let me tell it.
Let me ask a question to our clever wordsmith, Mr. Wright. Just where was the witness when she saw the crime?
All the testimony we've heard up until now points in one direction. Does it? The place from where Miss Star witnessed this crime was here. Oh! Alright. I'm pretty sure... because the security room is high up. So she would be able to see... well, she wouldn't have the right angle. She wouldn't be able to see the phone from here. Unless she didn't see the stabbing. Oh shoot, I wish I could look at my evidence right now. Oh, wait, okay, no, the picture, it might be a red herring. Because it was set up to take that photo automatically, if I'm not mistaken. So that could explain the angle. I feel like it has to be here. It's the only place where she could have seen the stabbing and the phone. Except for, like, if she were hiding behind these cars here. But, I mean, this is literally the only location on the map. This is the only place where she could have been.
The security guard room?
And she has a boyfriend.
Indeed, the security room is the underground parking lot, the underground parking lot is well positioned. It's built on the second floor, so you can see the entire lot.
She would have been able to see the emergency phone from there. But why there? There are many other places where she could have seen the phone.
Not in this case, Your Honor. The witness, not being part of the prosecutor's office, couldn't park in A block. Yeah, she has a boyfriend there, so she just was like, oh, look, I'm just hanging out with my boyfriend. The only place where she could have seen the crime and the back of the partition is here. I remember in your testimony you said you brought a lunch to your boyfriend in the security guard room, yes? Oh, she's gonna start freaking out now. Well, Miss Star. How many years have I been getting the better of men? To think that the tables could be turned. Today a man has gotten the better of Angel Star.
Order, witness. What have you done? You used to be a detective. You should know better.
I I'm not turning my back. The guilty will be punished, and I'll do what I must to make sure justice prevails. The guilty? Is she talking about Miss Sky? Mr. Wright, doesn't this strike you as odd? Why did Miss Star lie? It doesn't make sense. Huh? She could have just said she saw the crime from the security guard station. It wouldn't change anything.
Exactly. This photograph tells all. There's a defendant who stabbed the victim.
I don't know, in this crazy world, would it matter if it were self-defense?
That truth still stands.
It still stands? I disagree, Mr. Edgeworth.
What?
If a witness is found to be lying, they're guilty of perjury. She knows this. She wouldn't risk that without a good reason.
So tell us what her reason was, Mr. Wright.
Huh? Me?
Who else? You've done all the other work up until now, you might as well just finish this out.
Mr. Wright, let's review what we know. Okay. Miss Star witnessed the crime from the security guard station. But she lied and said she saw it from B block. It must make a vital difference, but what? What would change? I'm thinking distance to the crime is important. Man, there's still like some really important stuff we don't know. I mean, I guess much like in the game, we might just have to whittle away at this mystery. Why would she care though? Because if she did it, I can't see Lana going through the trouble of hiding the body for her. Unless blackmail was involved. I could see that. That would explain her confession as well. That you set up this airtight case. But why not just have her do the actual killing at that point? All right. Anyway, so I know I'm pretty sure this is it. For this, my brain is completely off elsewhere. It changes the distance between her and the scene of the crime.
My condolences, Mr. Wright. But one look from the floor plans and it's quite clear. The distance between the scene of the crime and the guard station is 30 feet.
But she's closer to the telephone.
I don't see how that would change what she could see.
What she saw is not in question here. What matters is the time it would take her to reach the scene of the crime. Miss Star, you witnessed the crime from the security guard station. Now, how long did it take you to go from there to the scene of the crime where you arrested Miss Sky?
Well, witness?
You. Yes? You ordered the squid wheels, right? Quality of my lunches has gone from low to inedible. You're not wrong. I would not eat that. I was bringing a PB&J lunch with fresh boysenberry jam to my boyfriend.
Boysenberry for the boyfriend.
He wasn't in the station, so I waited. I witnessed the crime from the glass-walled station. But then why do you have this photo? Because this is in front of the partition. You very purposely made it seem like you were in front, and that's important for reasons I don't know yet. I don't know. Why is that important? And before I knew what I was doing, I found myself running towards the scene. But the door was locked. I couldn't open it. That's why I had to go through the visitors' parking lot in B block.
That's quite a detour.
It probably took me at least 5 minutes to get to the scene of the crime.
5 minutes? This changes things considerably.
Okay, she's still shown to be very unreliable. But it was that woman over there in the defendant's chair who stabbed him. I know it. I have photographic evidence. I swear it. I swear it on my finest plastic spork.
You have a point, and the spork is a wonderful invention.
But she didn't invent it. Would you like another caviar lunch?
Absolutely.
Uh-oh. Phoenix, we might need to bring in catering for day 2 of the trial. Oh, this is day 2. Day 3 of the trial. Yeah, I'd at least order nice lunch spread. Mr. Wright, you have to do something. Do I have any evidence to stop this? Gonna raise an objection. I don't have evidence. 5 minutes between the witness of the murder and the arrest. Think about it. You could make pasta in that amount of time, if you like it al dente. There you go, Phoenix. Throw those cooking terms at her. I've got lunch boxes that tie pasta into knots, rookie. A 5-minute blank. Isn't that strange?
Strange.
If you were a criminal, what would you do with 5 minutes, Your Honor?
Well, I guess I'd flee the scene. Hey! Don't get the wrong idea. I didn't kill anyone.
I have this love-hate relationship with the judge. I love him because he's a great character. I hate him because he continuously makes my life worse. But you have the instincts of a killer. You would run, but this time was different. Miss Sky dawdled at the scene of the crime. She even had her picture taken. No true criminal would act this way. It's inconceivable. Yeah.
Well then, it seems we've come to the end of this testimony. What? The witness has a grudge against the defendant and a blank in her testimony. Oh. Mr. Edgeworth, is the next witness ready to go?
Unfortunately, I appear to have overestimated this witness on account of her professional history.
We did it. We screwed that can shut, Mr. Wright. That was too close.
I'm afraid the cough-up queen has been dethroned. And with that, our court is adjourned.
Oh. Wait, oh, what? Mr. Edgeworth, you ordered the squid wheels, right? That's the one she tried to foist off on me.
I prefer not to take the defense team's leftovers. Anything else to say?
I might be able to save you. I have decisive evidence.
What was that?
Is this another one of her trick lunchboxes?
My apologies, but we have no further questions to ask of you, Miss Starr.
Ah. Is this your jumbo lunchbox?
Whoa, a triple-decker.
I want to be mad about this, but I can't be. This is just great.
Out of deference to the witness's determination, I'll allow one more testimony. Let's hear about this decisive evidence.
Can I at least get one of those lunches? Like the Lunchland motto says, you won't be disappointed. What's she going to pull out of her lunchbox this time? Decisive evidence. I should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene. And now, to the matter of the victim's shoe. Did I not bring this up? 2 types of blood were found on this shoe. One was, of course, the victim's, and the other blood type matched that of the defendant, Miss Lana Sky. This shoe proves it. It's flawless, decisive evidence. What?
What? There was blood found on that shoe?
Try Lunchland for all your lunch and decisive evidence needs.
Witness, what's the meaning of this? Why is this the first time I've heard of this evidence?
Simple, as I've already said. I don't trust you with evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. That's why I took the liberty of investigating this myself.
And you had blood tests performed.
Didn't I mention? I have 3 boyfriends in forensics. Okay.
In any case, Your Honor, I can't accept this as evidence.
What?
You must know the 2 rules of evidence law. Rule 1, no evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. In other words, this shoe is illegal evidence, at least for the time being.
Wait, he's playing by the book. I don't like this. Is that right, Mr. Wright? It seems so. Edgeworth sure is celebrating. Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth. Don't forget, I used to be a detective. As I mentioned previously, this shoe has already been tested by a member of the forensics department. As you can see, it was approved by the police department as of today. Even the general public can produce official evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. Is that right, Mr. Wright? It seems so. Edgeworth is looking pretty sullen. You could at least study some evidence law, really.
The prosecution complaints notwithstanding, it appears that this evidence satisfies the first rule of evidence law. However, it seems you have yet another count against you, witness.
Anything to ensure that the guilty are properly judged. Victim's shoe added to the court record. Okay.
There you go, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness.
Decisive evidence. Wow, I'm glad I didn't try to I was trying to get to the chapter break in the last episode. I'm very glad I didn't do that. Oh yeah, 5 minutes where I wasn't at the crime scene. Yes, you should have. Why did you lie about those 5 minutes? I guess you could say I just wanted people to look at the results. The results? How many times do I have to say this? I saw the chief prosecutor stab the victim before my very own eyes. Compared to that, a 5-minute blank means nothing.
Then why didn't you just tell the truth?
Don't make me laugh. We're dealing with the most untrustworthy of the vile lot known as prosecutors. Falsified evidence, arranged testimonies, erasing and manipulating evidence. When you fight monsters, you need to use every trick in the book. This is when the suspect is admitting she did it? Or this when the suspect is admitting she did it.
But false testimony is the most despicable crime of all, Miss Starr. Let's just get this over with.
Now to the matter of the victim's shoe, did I not bring this up? No, you didn't. And you found this shoe at the scene of the crime. I detained the chief prosecutor and notified the police department. I wanted to make myself useful while I was waiting for the police to arrive.
So, like an ill-trained pooch, you snuck off with a shoe.
I was afraid someone would erase the chief prosecutor's crime. This shoe was my secret weapon if that should happen. See this fashionable basket I have here? It carries more than lunchboxes, gentlemen. I'm happy for you and your lunchbox bag, really.
In any case, you removed valuable evidence from the scene of a crime. Now tell us what you did next.
2 types of blood were found on the shoe. One, of course, was the victim's. Sure. So you brought it to the forensics department. If you're going to submit something as evidence in court, you need it approved. To do that, evidence must be analyzed by a forensics expert. And she got away with her little coup because she used to be a detective.
The shoe does appear to have bloodstains on it.
Well, the man was stabbed after all. And that blood belonged to the victim, Detective Goodman. And as I said, there were 2 types of blood found on the shoe. Match that of the defendant, Miss Lana Skye. You can't say for sure the blood belonged to the defendant with the blood test. You claim to know something about blood tests, rookie? Huh? Well, speak up. Well, yeah. Blood comes in 4 types: A, B, O, and AB. However, you can't tell from a blood test whether a murder was committed in cold blood.
That's just a figure of speech, Mr. Wright.
Actually, we can differentiate between millions of types with all the blood tests out there, which means that we can more or less narrow any sample of blood down to just one person. So I hear. That's pretty specific. If I had a little more time, I would have gotten DNA test results, but they said there's very little doubt it could be anyone but Miss Lana Skies.
So the suspect's blood was found on the victim's shoe.
And that ties her directly to the death of Detective Goodman. I was afraid he was gonna say that.
I can't let the evidence go through without a fight.
You ordered the peppered fish guts, right? What? Come on. That's not even lunch. Some like it hot, Mr. Wright. Some like your client. She's in enough hot water to make a whole vat of soup. Mr. Wright, do you or don't you have a problem with this shoe?
Problem? This is critical. Is there a problem with the victim's shoe? No, I think there's a problem. Okay, there's a problem. I'm not imagining things. I'd say there's one critical problem with this evidence, a clear contradiction.
That gleam in your eyes. You're still young, rookie. I'd give you a peppered fish gut now. But you couldn't take the heat, could you?
Let's hear what Mr. Wright has to say. What is contradictory about the victim's shoe?
Show us the
problem with this evidence.
Oh, I didn't. I wish I knew whose blood was whose. Wait. Oh, hold on. Wait, am I overthinking? I might be overthinking this. But wouldn't the blood on the... Like, how would blood get on the bottom of the shoe? Like, the splatters up there make sense, but that's not even splatters. That's like pooled blood underneath the shoe. I wonder if it matters which spot. Yeah, let's go ahead and present it, I guess. Please be right. I wonder if you noticed. There's blood on the bottom of the shoe.
Don't mess with me, rookie. Or it'll be your blood on the bottom of my shoe.
Wow, you should really not threaten that in court.
Indeed, there's quite a bit of blood on the bottom of this shoe.
Makes sense, the victim was stabbed with a knife. What could possibly be contradictory about blood on the bottom of his shoe?
Okay. Alright, it's gotta be... Let me take a look at this. I feel like this is it. Because there would have been like bloody... there's no blood on the ground at all. Yeah, I mean, there's no footprints. I don't think I need... I don't think I need to show the floor plans. I'm pretty sure the lack of footprints here is going to be it. I mean, none of the other evidence helps. Death due to blood loss actually kind of works against my theory. One knife wound died within an hour and a half of 4 p.m. Alright, I just want to make sure I have my bases covered. The problem lies in the footprint. the footprint. Note that the bottom of the victim's shoe is covered in blood. Then, isn't it strange? Why weren't any bloody footprints found by the scene of the crime?
Ah!
As you can see, there were no traces of any such footprints at the scene of the crime. That contradicts your claim about this shoe.
This picture only shows part of the floor, so there could have been bloody footprints.
No? Then where are they, Mr. Edgeworth? Because we checked the scene and found nothing of the sort.
Order, order, order. Well, witness?
What? Great going, Mr. Wright, but it's true that the lack of a footprint is a contradiction, but then we have to ask why there wasn't a footprint. Uh-oh.
That's true. There has to be a reason why there wasn't a footprint.
Think, Mr. Wright, think. Yeah, I don't know why it's not there. I'm just good at finding contradictions. Yeah, that's, that's what I do. What? Uh-oh. Wait,
I see, now I get it.
Yeah, what?
Our witness is more devious than I gave her credit for. We were hoodwinked to the very end. But she slipped. There's one vital hint to the truth in her testimony.
What are you talking about?
Think back to when she told us about apprehending the suspect.
Prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hand aside, kicked over an oil drum.
I thought that was a strange thing for the normally cool-headed chief to do.
No kidding.
Now, witness, allow me to ask a very simple question. This oil drum, was it empty?
Oh, that, I'm not sure I like your attitude, Mr. Edgeworth. Though apparently you're not the slowest conveyor belt in the lunchbox factory.
Witness? Well, was the oil drum empty?
The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water. I feel like that should be very easy to check. What, water? What does that mean?
Still don't get it, Mr. Wright.
It washed away the footprint.
You want to know the reason she knocked it over? The real reason?
Ah, you don't mean?
Yes, the suspect knocked over that oil drum for one reason and one reason alone. To erase the bloodstains that would have become evidence against her.
That ties things up quite nicely.
Crap.
The bloodstains left on the victim's shoe tie her quite clearly to this murder. And after the deed was done, she knocked over the oil drum to erase the telltale signs.
Why, that's a prosecutor's specialty, erasing evidence. That reminds me, Miss Sky's right hand was hurt. Didn't she say she'd cut herself when she stabbed him? So that's when my sister's blood got on the shoe.
Well, I see no reason to prolong this trial. What?
Come on! Mr. Wright, do something, please. Well, let's figure out what we're gonna do in the next episode. Yeah, I guess I was hoping to get through like this day of the trial. Sorry, this is kind of like dragging on for a couple episodes, but trying to keep them into to under a half hour. Yeah, so we'll hopefully finish this up in the next one, and we can start investigating some more. I feel like we've poked so many holes in her testimony that I don't know why they're taking her seriously. But anyway, let me know what you guys are thinking in the comments. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.